Hello friends, welcome back to Aaron's Anxiety. I am your host Aaron, your personal guide through anxiety. I've had some days here. So you might have noticed it's been a couple days since I made a post, and that's because I got sick. I got sicker than a dog. I don't know, okay, I think I know what happened. And side note, before I even get into my video today, I want to tell you what happened, because it was a journey. And it shouldn't take too much of your time. I was at a place where there was no food around, and I was hungry in between jobs, and I was like, well, I'm on this highway and there's like nothing to eat, like no McDonald's or no place I can go in and just grab. There wasn't even gas stations where I could grab a bag of chips. Zero, setto, nothing. And I was like, oh man. And so as I'm cruising down the road, I know you're like, why am I listening to this? Just hang on tight, I'm gonna get to the good stuff. As I'm cruising down the road, I see a food truck, and I'm like, oh, food truck. It's like, heaven, right? And it was a hot dog truck. I'm like, okay, here we go. Hot dog it is. I grab the food, I go up to the thing, I've never been there before. I like food trucks. So I tell the guy, I was like, hey man, why don't you give me the, it's called a Dixie Dog. I was like, why don't you give me the Dixie Dog experience, whatever that is. He was like, well, it won't even be a hot dog. I go, really? I go, what do people like most? He was like, honestly, man, they like the bacon mushroom Swiss burger. That's what people like the most. And I was like, hook me up, brother. Let's do this. So he makes the burger. He gives me tater tots with, I was like, you want them Dixie style? And I was like, I don't know what that is, but yes, I do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really excited. And so the Dixie style was just loading it down with nacho cheese and bacon. It's like, wow, this is like a fat kid's paradise. My insides, I was like, yeah, let's do it. And so I got it, and going down the road, and I start eating this burger, and I shit you not, this was the best burger that has ever crossed these lips. I was going down the road, and I was thinking, I have never had a burger this good. It was insane. I ate it all the way down to the end, licked the fingers when you're done. Like, man, that was a crazy good burger. It was like a greasy little bar burger. It was so good, and the tater tots were extra crispy, and it was just a delicioso meal. Right. Fast forward. And it was the end of the day for them. And if you fast forward a little ways, it got to be later that night. I was like, I'm not really that hungry. I'll just I'll have a bowl of cereal. I was like, I don't really feel like making a whole lot, so I'll just have a quick bowl of cereal. I had Reese's Puffs. I had a bowl of Reese's Puffs, and then later on, I went to a friend's house. Yeah, hey man, have a beer, man. And I don't really drink very often, but I was like, all right, man, I'll have a beer. So I had like 3 of them over the course of a while I was there. Got home, went to sleep. I was like, yeah, my stomach's a little and then I woke up at 4 in the morning, and I was like, oh, I just have to vomit right now. I didn't make it. And so, fast forward, I'm going to save you all the gruesome details there. There was from that point on, there was so much. I figured out, by the way, if you're going to do that, the best thing to do is if you have a place you can do that outside, whether you're not, doing it, do it outside. Throw up outside if you're going to throw up. It's great. You can throw up somewhere. It just washes away if there's no big chunks. You know what I mean? Sorry. Okay, I'm done. I digress. But I wanted to tell you that to tell you this. That burger was so good. As I'm throwing up, I was thinking, you know what? Maybe it wasn't the burger. Maybe... I was trying to do mental gymnastics to get around the fact that delicioso burger could ever bring this kind of pain in my life. And I'm going to be honest with you, I might try it again just to make sure it wasn't the burger. That's how good this burger was. Holy cow. Okay, I'm done. I digress. I want to tell you that story because while I was purging all the contents of my stomach, every time I've ever been sick, my anxiety ramps up like crazy, and I have, these fleeting thoughts and dwelling thoughts and this, that, dwelling on what it could be that's making me heave and am I sick and blah, blah, blah. You know the feeling. Your anxiety goes with it. Well, for the first time that I can think of since this journey, my anxiety didn't really bother me at all. I was just letting her go. You know what I mean? I was just sick, and I was like, I don't know if it's like the flu or whatever it is. I don't know. Well, technically, it's not a flu; it's a stomach bug. But I don't know what it was. I just know it wasn't messing with my anxiety, and that's great. So, good news there. For those of you that are interested, I'm on 7 milligrams at this point. I just kind of chop them all up into 7. I know the doctor wants me to be on 10, and I did 10 for a little while, but I just feel more me at 7. So I'm going to hang out at 7 until I talk to him and he tells me to go back up to 10. So there are some things that I wanted to say though about anxiety, and before I get into that, because I don't like to take my videos too long, I do want to say like, comment, subscribe, friends. If you haven't subscribed already, what are we doing here? Okay, what are we doing? I thought this was a friendship. Help me help you, and subscribe, and always like the video if you can. The more you like it, the more we can reach people to help them through their journey. And it's hard to find these people. These people are in some dark places, and if we can help them, throw them a lifeline and pull them out, whether that's these videos or other videos like it, or the Aaron's Anxiety family page, which is a great network. If you're not on that, you should be on it. It's a great support team. We need to find these people, get them on board, okay? Help them out of these dark places, okay? So, the main thing that I wanted to talk about today was how the nature of anxiety and how it reacts with us. And so I've noticed something, and I've said it a couple times on this channel, but I've never really kind of dove very deep into it. And I just wanted to give it a little bit of time to kind of talk about it. And that's the fact that every time I talk about anxiety, it builds up my anxiety, if that makes sense. Like, I will be told, somebody's getting pulled over. See the cop lights? See the cop lights? Boom, guy pulled over. Anyways, hold on, got car. In you go. Alright, so, hey, you've seen it live. Bad boss, what you want, what you gonna do? But anyways, every time I talk about it, my anxiety elevates. That means that it's in my system, and that there's something that's being had from it. And I don't know if you guys have had this exact same thing, put it in the comments below. Let me know when it shines for you. But I get questions asked all the time, and typically if it's just on my phone answering you guys, that's not a big deal. It's when I'm out and about and I have people that say, well, hey, describe to me this experience, or blah blah blah. I'll notice that my anxiety will slowly start to ramp up, and I'll start getting more and more and more anxiety. My cop's going back that way now. Where's he going? It's not coming for me, that's all I know. So I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. I wish I did. I wish I had more thoughts about it. I just know that it's something that's in my system that I can't ever put my finger on. But there's times where I'll be like the farthest I've ever felt away from anxiety. And then if I start talking about my anxiety, it's kind of like talking about somebody that's standing right behind you. And then you can feel them breathing down your neck. Like, you're not going into full panic mode, but you can definitely have that sense that something is there. You know what I mean? And that's what that is. So if you guys have had that, let me know what you think it is. Let me know if you've had it at all. But yeah, like I said, it's not when I'm doing these videos. It's usually when I'm one-on-one with somebody. That's when it'll kind of show its head. And it's only if I'm talking about it. It's like, imagine if you're standing by a fire, and as you start talking about the fire starts getting bigger and bigger. How weird is that? Alright. So, okay, friends, I'm going to let you get back to your day. Let me know what you think. And I will see you guys really soon, because I have another video I want to address. And I always like to overthink out everything before I bring it to you guys. That way we can help as many people as possible and bring the most value bang for your buck. So, I love you. I miss you. I'm Aaron. You're awesome. And I'll see you in the next video. Oh.